doing some cleanup today.
And I am doing some. I'm doing some epaulets. So, shoulder pads. Pauldrons. That's the word. Pauldrons. I'm doing pauldrons today. Even got myself some microsol and microset. First time I'm going to work with that. Turns out it's going to be a little bit of a longer process than I thought, so I might be doing the entire session just putting some shoulder pads, some shoulder insignias, and worrying about the rest afterwards. Maybe doing some repriming after. We'll see. Not priming, varnishing. Repriming after all of this work would. Yeah. Shut up, beard.
Perfect.
Now there is a few things that I can still work on as well, like I can work on the metallics and whatnot, so in between the microset drawing and whatnot I can do all of that. But yeah. Oh, do you mind turning on that light? It's closer to you. There we go.
Much better. So my cleanup basically I've already done some off screen, but basically it's just going over some of the colors, getting rid of some of the black, just to make the lines a little bit cleaner. That's pretty much it. Once I'm done that, it's gonna be done. It's gonna be basing, because it's all about that base.
No trouble?
Yep.
Because it's all about the base, no tyranny. All about the base, no tyranny. All about the base, no tyranny. No? Too much?
No, I would have said no heresy.
Better. Must admit, that's better. When you're right, you're right. Happens like once a year, but alright.
I mean, it's better than once every 2 years.
Fair enough. Oh shit, we got a party of one reading.
Nice.
Ohana Hobby Workshop. Nice. And he's already gone. Fuck!
Oh, still, thank you for the raid.
No, wait, he is on here. It's just not registering the viewers properly. So yeah, thanks for welcome aboard. Thanks for watching. We're here with Neko and the Beard. And yeah, he's Neko, I'm the Beard.
Yeah.
And we like to paint Warhammer shit together because we're nerds and losers And that's what we do.
So for those of you wondering that is watching beards and not seeing what the hell's why there's a second person and why there's no other minis other than his, that's because I'm streaming on my own channel.
Great. Yep. He's Nickazilla. I'm the beard. I'm going to need some water. Alright, let's start with what they actually gave us in that box. Let's do you first. I'm going to choose to not use any of these special insignias like sergeants or anything like that except on my sergeant, because yeah, I just want this to be a troop of normal dudes. They're not company heroes or nothing like that. They're just normal dudes with one rep from each chapter or legion, rather. So apparently the trick with this is micro set on wherever you're going to apply that thing to. Not too much, but still want enough of it. So it's good. And I just lost my light. You just lost your light.
Yeah.
I think the plug is probably weak.
That or the cat that's on it.
Yep. Hey, get off. Move, cat. I'll get everything plugged back in.
There we go. apparently I'm supposed to let that dry. Problem is, I think it's supposed to be the microsol first, and then you set it all with microset. I don't know.
Your video said Microsoft.
Microset first, but
Yeah.
like that seems wrong, because like I'm supposed to let it dry like that.
Yeah.
It's not even adhering properly. Good thing I've got backups, but like this don't seem right. Let me do some more research. Okay, dog, if you're gonna sit down on my chair legs, you're gonna get run over. I love you, buddy, but don't be an idiot. Okay. There, that is a better spot for your cat.
Go. Okay. I'm going to get purple on there.
Okay, so no, that's right. You put it down with the micro set, and then you apply some micro sol on top, because the sol is what actually makes it adhere. Now, I'm not sure if you're actually supposed to let the micro set dry first, though. That's the part that seems a little bit weird to me.
I think it's to avoid the fact that it to move the decal
Yeah. I
and
think
to
that's it too.
and to potentially mix two agents together, wet agents.
The problem is it's not it's not adhering properly with the micro set, so I'm worried about bubbles. But let's do it the way they say and see what happens. Okay. That's the first one. Next one up is going to be the second coat of white on my ultramarine scheme. Next up, we're gonna go salamander. It's gonna be the right shoulder, so it doesn't. Okay, some more micro set. I'll admit the salamander applies a lot better, but that's because the salamander is not a fucking perfect circle like the Iron Fist. Still more micro set to move it around a little bit. we go. Just the last bit of dab more on top. Try to push out the bubbles. And it moves. Fuck! Alright, that was one too much. It was in place. Don't touch it once it's in place. Yes, the idiot is talking to himself. Pay no mind.
So we recently watched K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix.
I've actually heard good things.
It's good. Like, the music is actually pretty good.
I was hoping you'd talk more about the anime part, but
Well, the animated part is basically the team that did the Spider-Verse movies.
oh shit! Really?
Yep.
Okay. That explains why I've heard good things.
Yeah, so it's the team that did the Spider-Verse movies. So it is a Sony movie.
No.
Yep. They did not make a different studio for it. But yeah, so it's the team that made the Spider-Verse movies that did it. It is very... Like, I haven't seen any Korean animation. But it's very Asian in its animation style too.
Okay. I mean, it is an anime that lends itself to usually to a certain style of animation.
Well, usually
Like, I mean, it's a very, very wide range of style, but you can still look at anime and go, that's anime.
so anime is more reserved for Japanese animation.
Okay.
Mind you, it is definitely like an Asian movie. Because there is tropes that they take from anime here and there that we don't normally see in anime, but we don't really see that kind of thing in anime. So, for example, you'll see the hard eyes and whatnot in anime.
The hard eyes?
Heart,
Oh.
like eyes turning into heart, and
Yeah. Sorry, I heard hard eyes. I'm
Yeah.
like, what kind of anime are you watching?
the 18+ ones on Crunchyroll.
Because yes, that exists.
And no, they're not hentai.
Yet.
No, I highly doubt Crunchyroll is gonna hold that kind of shit on there.
But did you hear about the trouble that the Crunchyroll offices got into earlier this year or last year?
Depends.
Apparently, they had not been relaying fan mail to the artists
Oh yeah,
and had been spreading around all presents around the office, and again, never actually sending them over to the artists.
Yep. That one I've heard. That was a shit show.
That's fucked up, yo.
Yep. Could I get the pink that we use for the toes, please?
Okay, give me a second.
Yep.
here.
Once you get a chance.
I'm not sure which one we use, so you get both. Figure it out.
I think it's
I think it was a lighter one, but I'm not sure. You're a big boy. You can figure it out.
yeah. Either works. I know that was fucked up, but
Like, I heard that, and I'm like, wow. That is, like, actionable bad.
yeah, but it is like that's the thing. It is a gray spot legally.
Yeah, because it was sent to the offices,
Yeah.
which is the safer route to do for all artists. That's the problem. That's where they can go, well, it was sent to our offices, so technically we were allowed to open it, but at the same time it's like, no, it was sent to your offices for security reasons, because obviously artists don't want fans sending shit to their personal addresses,
Yeah.
But since it's sent to the office, you still have an obligation to forward it to the person whose name is on the freaking.
Yeah. And the only reason that was found out is because a fan tweeted a message to said artist going like, "Hey, have you received the shipment I sent?" kind of thing.
And the artist went, "What?"
Yep.
The what and the what now?
But yeah, so but back to K-pop Demon Hunters. So the eye thing that I was talking about. So for example, there is a scene where, because it's 3 girls there that are K-pop idols while being demon hunters.
I got that part.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the title of the show.
Yeah. So anyways, so they come out of this place and they see a bunch of boys walking along, and like very cute boys.
Because of course it's got a pen. Anyways,
Yeah.
Go on.
So 2 of them like get the heart-shaped eyes that you'll normally see like in anime.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then guess the boys were demons.
Well, yeah, that's the thing that you would later on find out like in the next scene. But anyways, so the
Spoiler alert!
you see them in the trailer being demons, so it's not really a spoiler. But no, so one of them is called Abby, one of the boys.
The boy you call Abby.
Yeah.
Right.
Because his whole personality trait is his abs.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I mean, entirely unsurprised, but oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Well, that's technically his stage name if you were going.
Okay, that's a bit better.
But anyways, during the entire movie, like, and everything, he's just referred to as Abby.
You're gonna call me by my abs.
Yeah. So anyways, so then when one of the girls see that, her eyes turns into like abs.
It's an anime. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's from Korea.
Yeah. And then they turn into corn because his buttons pop off and turn into butter as they. And then it just boom, popcorn eyes.
Okay. See, my Warhammer mind went to Korn the God there for a moment. I'm like, wow, unexpected crossover.
But yeah, so basically, that's you wouldn't see that too often in anime. You might see dollar sign eyes, which you'll also see in a lot of cartoons.
Well, yeah, because money!
Yeah.
Money makes the world go round, world
Yeah.
go round, world go round. Money makes the world go round,
But
so
yeah.
let's all make some money.
But yeah.
Hashtag fuck capitalism.
Okay, so now I've done this. Yeah, so I've done the hooves. Now I'm gonna need to redo a bit of the silver, which I think was Iron Hands that I used. But yeah, no, the music. But the funny part is, the music, the soundtrack itself, the fake bands the fake K-pop bands that they use, which is just 2 of them, which is the main heroes,
Mm-hmm.
and the demons, because that's the premise of the movie. The demons try out to do something different and do a K-pop demon boy band.
Oh shit! I'm missing the Blood Angels transfers. I'm not. Hold on.
You counted them last time.
Yeah, I did. So where are they? Ah, here they are.
There you go. But yeah, so those songs have, and the group and the fake group have actually surpassed some actual Korean Korean groups.
I'm sure K-pop is happy about that.
Oh, they actually are.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Because it's helping K-pop being more mainstream.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
Quite fair, in fact.
Okay, so your iron.
Yes.
Crazy, it is a drop off, right?
Yes. You're welcome.
Thank you.
What can I say except if I finish this sentence, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Damn you, Rock, and your ability to actually sing.
Well, it's not really that he can sing. It's more of how he presents himself in singing.
Damn you, Rock, and your charisma.
Because he had the exact same energy Robin Williams had when he was singing in Aladdin.
That's fair. And Robin was all about energy, man.
Yep.
No! Immediately go and ruin the first one. Alright, that's why I have a backup.
But yeah. So into gaming news now. Have you heard about the Stop Killing Games initiative in the EU?
Oh yeah, that is peak EU right there.
Yep. So
It's like, I swear, the EU is the only governing body in the world that actually gives a shit about the average person.
well, yeah. So the petition is ending soon. You have to be EU resident to sign.
Yeah, they're expecting up to a third of the votes that are on there to be not from the EU, which is why the people supporting it are still going, no, if you haven't voted, go vote.
Yeah.
Trust me, those numbers aren't right. Go vote.
Yep.
The amount of Americans that have trolled this is...
Well, it's not that they trying to troll. It's just that they're thinking that they're helping without not realizing that they're not.
Yeah. Oh, because, the average American thinks that they run the world, right?
Yeah. But anyways.
Sorry, that's a criticism of our neighbors to the south. But again, prove me wrong. Sorry, go on.
So it gained a lot of traction after a lot of controversy from someone that climbed the Twitch and YouTube algorithms very quickly.
Yeah, Pirate
Software.
Pirate Software. The dude is usually bang on. Like 90% of the time, Pirate Software is bang on.
Actually, no. People reviewed his work, and a lot of the stuff that he said is that, like, there's some stuff that he said is right,
Okay.
but a few other people go like, no, this is just shit. He just presents a lot of charisma and confidence when saying shit.
Okay. Huh. It's too bad. I used to like him. Probably still going to continue liking him, but take his stuff a little less seriously.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he does bring considerable insight on gaming development and stuff like that. Because he has developed games himself in the past.
Not that many games, actually.
No.
His one game is still not finished. And the games that he's worked on was only as a QA, and even then, he wasn't really doing QA for games. He was working as someone that was sending out batch emails for Blizzard.
Okay. I think he rose to fame probably more on his security background than his gaming background.
No, he just gamed the system with Twitch and YouTube the way that he made his content.
Oh yeah, but he's open about that. He's like, how am I gonna gain a lot of viewers? Go up on times that people don't usually stream at. That way I'm gonna corner that market. Be up for a while. Like
That, and also having like the whiteboard to like keep attention span and everything.
he understands his viewers. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Like, is it really gaming the system if you're choosing to operate on hours that are the most financially beneficial for you? I think that's just capitalism, yo.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with how he rose he rose in. Whoop. Mini down.
Here you go. But one must remember not to take him overly serious.
Yeah. Because he got angry at being called a Nepo baby.
Which, to be fair, he is. He got hired at Blizzard because his dad was a longtime developer at Blizzard. Let's
one of
be real here.
one of the founding fathers of Blizzard.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And not just that, one of the head of animation or animatics.
Yeah.
And it was the ones that was in charge of all the cool cutscenes in the old in the early Blizzard days.
Yeah, and like the like old fat computer guy on South Park.
Yep.
That's his dad.
Yep.
It's based on his dad.
But yeah, he complained about being called a Nepo baby just to turn around and go like, yeah, I'm second generation, the first second generation Blizzard employee in the family.
So Nepo.
Yeah.
I'm not a Nepo, proceeds to describe how he's a Nepo.
Pretty much. But yeah, his one game, which is called Heartbound, is apparently a ripoff of another game called Undertale.
Okay.
Which got very popular almost a decade ago. And apparently its sequel, Deltarune, is almost complete.
Of the original game or of Pirate Software's?
No, the sequel of the original game.
Okay.
While Pirate Software's game has still not even
Completed.
completed. But yeah. Otherwise, the movement movement itself, he kind of tried to take it down a notch by stating a lot of incorrect facts about it.
Oh no, the Nepo baby don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, because he was trying to state that, oh, sunsetting games is normal and everything. Yes, it's normal, but we just want to make sure that when you're sunsetting a online game,
Yeah,
that there is at least an offline patch that gets made.
exactly. Like, when studios are choosing to kill games, it's a choice to kill the game.
Yeah.
Plenty of studios go, we're gonna stop support, but here's one last patch to allow you guys to keep on playing it for as long as you fucking want.
Well, that's the thing. It's yes and no. It depends on. Not all games are are live service games.
Yeah.
So those games, that's fine. But the thing is, when you have a live service game, that's where the issue comes from.
Yeah, but at the same time, when your entire game is live service, like for example, I don't ever envision Destiny 2 doing this. Like, even if they stop development on it and then go on to like Destiny 3 and shit like that, there is such a huge online community for that game that they'd have a revolt on their fucking hands if they ever decided to take it offline. So, like, even if they stopped supporting it, I'm sure that they'd still hand the rights over to, hey, okay, you can do private servers. Keep on playing. Because they'd have a fucking revolt on their hands and
Yeah.
the next game would die. So, whenever studios decide to stop live service games from even being accessible, it's a choice. It's
Yeah.
not like,
And that's part of the initiative. Is like, hey, if it's a live service game that cannot stand on its own, at least please make it a way for us to have the tools to make our own servers or
Yeah.
private servers.
exactly.
Which, funny enough, Blizzard has been able to do for World of Warcraft. But I think they did try to shut those down and then added in the WoW Classic. But anyways, I've never really played much of WoW, so I wouldn't be able to go into that much details about private servers on that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think live service are the worst two words to ever happen to the gaming industry.
Well, yes and no. Like, MMORPGs, it's fine. Like, those live services games, you know at some point the game is going to go offline.
Yeah.
But when you're going with a game like The Crew, which yeah. And even Diablo 3 started as a live service too.
Yeah, but at least it always had the option to do an offline story.
Not at the beginning.
No?
Nope. You still needed to connect to the servers.
Okay, I have issues with games that do that as well. It's like, no, you should have an always offline option. You're not always going to have internet access. Taz, stop it, buddy. I love you, but, like, I'm busy, bud. And yes, that's me talking to my dog.
Oh, Diablo 3, when it launched, it was painful. Like, the game itself ran fine, but there was a lot of shit in there. Like, they actually had a real money auction system.
Yeah, I remember that, and that was problematic.
Yep.
And I'm being polite. Highway robbery. More accurate. Definition of pay to win. More accurate.
Yeah, and it was all user generated on top of that. Because basically you would find the loot in your game, turn around and put it on the marketplace.
Which sounds good, but it shouldn't be for real money. It should be for in-game money.
Yeah.
Especially when you make the in-game money so ridiculously easy to obtain that before you're done your first playthrough, you're going to be a multi-millionaire, and by the time you're done your 10th playthrough or have put in like 100 hours online, you're a literal billionaire in the game. You should be able to go, I want to spend $500 million on this one unique item I'm missing to complete the set. Right?
Yep.
But it shouldn't be real money. That is problematic to me.
Yeah, that was basically Blizzard trying to be greedy because they saw the actual real money trading happening with WoW and other MMORPGs at the time, like Final Fantasy XI.
And once again, like that's something that I deadly against in gaming. Give us a game. Don't charge us hand and foot to keep on playing the game. Should only ever have to pay for a game once.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The RMT that was happening in WoW and Final Fantasy XI wasn't people buying stuff from the Blizzard and the Final Fantasy Square Enix systems.
What was it?
So real money trading started with the people offering off of shady websites, services, or money, or items for real money. So you would put in your credit card information onto, I don't know, I'm just going to make up a website here, pay to win Final Fantasy .org, for example.
.pay. Got it.
Yeah. So they'll go to that website, they'll go, oh, $5 for 100,000 gil, or $5 for this legendary item that's very rare.
Yeah.
So people would put in their credit card money. They would get, okay, we will deliver this to you in person or in person at this time at this date. So please make sure to log in, and we can meet up at this spot and do the trade. So basically, you'd go up, you go online, log in, meet up with the person, do a trade, and be done with it.
Which, I mean, has the possibility of being problematic, but on its surface is a fair enough system.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like when you're level 1 and you're getting a high level and a weapon.
Yeah.
or you get enough money to buy out the entire marketplace of items to boost your character.
Elon! Sorry. It's the first thing that came to mind.
He was actually just paying people to play his accounts.
Yeah. Oh, no. I did this. You should be able to go here. Proceeds to do something that even a beginner would know is not possible. Oh, Elon. Never has anybody proven that their genius is a hoax faster. Actually, well, no, I can't really say that. There's other people right now who have proven it that their genius is a hoax, but they haven't faced consequences yet. Anyways,
But yeah, so basically, Blizzard was seeing that money going to other people and go like, well, how do I get a cut of that?
yeah. Which, frankly, if you're Blizzard, that's fair. I mean, you'd hope companies wouldn't be on the profit before everything else motive, but you also can't blame them for being on the profit before everything else motive, because that's exactly what capital is.
Okay, those guns are looking good. And we'll reach that guy's hand.
Alright, so the micro set has been put on the first round. Let's do it again.
Make sure it's dry.
Problem is, this is exactly what I called. There's bubbles.
That's probably why the second coat of microset's gonna do help with the bubbles.
Yeah. Sorry, not bubbles, but folds. And that's... It moved it, which means it's probably not dry yet, which means I gotta wait a little bit more. I kind of just want to go straight to the microsol, because the microsol is really what makes them like conform.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just go straight to that set, but I need to let that dry for now. So let's take a look at what I can actually paint in the meantime. Ah, there it is. Alright, cool. I know exactly what I'm doing.
And now to switch over to Nintendo.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what's going on with their lawsuit against Pal World. If that's ended or not.
Last I heard, Power World was about to win it, but go on.
Yeah, because Nintendo recently made some very weird moves with their lawsuit.
Okay, that I had not heard. It's been a couple of months since I heard anything.
Yeah, so recently they tried changing one of their patents mid-trial.
Which you can't do, but go on.
Well, technically you can try.
You can change your patent at any point in time. It's
Yeah.
because it doesn't apply to the trial. Because you didn't start the trial with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so the patent in question was regarding the flying feature.
Okay.
Because apparently, because you can fly in both Power World and some of the latest Pokemon games.
You can also fly in about 5,000 other games, but alright.
Yeah.
So good luck patenting flight. That just doesn't seem possible to me.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't get too much into the pattern itself, but yeah, they're trying. It's the way that the flying in that game was supposedly patented that they're trying to do. It's just kind of weird.
Yep.
So yeah, which a lot of legal patent lawyers going like, well, that doesn't make sense as to doing it at this point in the game, because it just makes you look like you're grasping at straws.
Yeah. Not only does it make you look petty, it makes you look foolish.
Yeah.
Good job.
Because some people are already claiming that Power World won, which I'm not 100% sure if that's the case or not, because I haven't.
Well, that's what I heard last, but I could also be dead wrong.
Yeah.
So.
But then you have Brazil that's stepping into the ring with Nintendo.
I heard that as well. That one surprised me, that Brazil is taking on Nintendo.
Well, it makes sense because it's concerning the breaking of consoles.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time until somebody took action with that. And when you're a country who's literally, you're spending a year's worth salary on your console,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be allowed to break it on you.
Yeah. Because there's already laws in place in Brazil that states that if you buy something, you own it.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter if the terms and services that go with the item that you're purchasing states that you're actually leasing it. No, you paid money for it, you own it, unless it's stated outright when you're buying it that it's actually a lease. Like, for example, leasing a car or leasing an apartment. You don't own it, you are renting it.
But gaming systems should not be applicable to that.
Exactly. So that's what because nowhere on the box does it say that you are renting the game, the
console.
The console. Mixed with the fact that there's already been breaking incidents that happened in the last few months since the Switch 2 came out,
That have had absolutely zero explanation or sense to them.
or well, some of them have, but others have not gotten much of an actual response. One of them being the fact that, hey, I purchased these games off Facebook Marketplace. I have the physical copies right here. What the F?
Yep.
What happened? The seller put those games on a MIG cartridge. Basically ripped the game, copied the game onto a flash drive to be able to play it without the actual copy of the game. So what happens with that scenario is that it copies the game key that is inside the game cart in the code.
Yep.
So Nintendo's system caught the fact that, hey, this game, the key is being used twice
Yeah.
at the same time.
Problem is they're turning off the wrong console.
Well, they break both consoles technically.
Oh, they do both.
Yeah, they'll break both because, hey, this is not possible.
Seeing to me, breaking both is a bit excessive.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, they don't know who has the real cartridge and who has the fake.
Fair.
So yeah, so basically what happened is the guy reached out to Nintendo with all of his evidence and go like, well, see, I don't know why you break my console. So Nintendo being okay with customer service. We're like, yep, no, we understand the situation. We do see that nothing was done in bad faith on your end. Your system is now good to go.
Yeah, kind of like how I worked when I was as a fraud investigator. It's like, yeah, you obviously were the victim. You weren't the perp here.
Yeah.
This is how I teach you how to not fall for this again. Move on with your day.
Yeah. But basically, that's Nintendo also trying to basically kill off second-hand gaming.
Yeah, which to me is problematic. But this has been in the works for literally over a decade.
Yeah.
It's not just Nintendo; it's everybody.
It is. It's just that for Nintendo, since everything is on the card itself, it's easier for them to do shit.
No, exactly. They've purposely built the Switch 2 in order to kill their second-hand market. That way, it forces players to buy the game every time, and doesn't matter if you like it or not, or if you're done with it, you're not going to be able to sell it and make your money back.
Yeah.
It's your game, period.
Yeah.
Which, to me, is bullshit.
But yeah, so Brazil is fighting a good fight on that one.
Go Brazil. You don't do a lot of things right, but when you do them to the extreme. Let's be real, Brazil's got some issues.
Which country doesn't?
Yeah. And frankly, in recent times, those issues have seemed less and less bad in comparison to what's going on everywhere else.
Yes.
I mean, at least they decided to imprison their president who broke the law.
Yeah. Anyways, so
not to get political. Go on.
and in Italy, there's more shit going down over there on the gaming scene. There's an Italian YouTuber that got raided by the police.
What?
For showing off emulation consoles on his YouTube channel.
That is...
Like...
That is, like... I got no words.
Yeah, so...
I want to say something, but it's like I got no words.
Yeah, so it's unknown which company did this, but people are guessing most likely Nintendo, because of course. Basically, the guy was reviewing consoles that you buy off Amazon for like 30, 40, 60 bucks.
Yeah.
Preloaded with a shit ton of games.
Yeah.
So, which the system itself isn't the problem. It's the fact that you have the shit ton of games on them. Because unfortunately, emulation itself is not illegal. It's unfortunately the ROMs that are.
It's the what that are?
The ROMs. So that is basically the what you use for the games. So it's a ROM file.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what ROM stands for, but basically, if you have old video games you transfer onto a PC via some sort of means, that file is considered a ROM file, which is basically what you use into a ROM player or emulator to play the vintage video games. If you have a Switch or any kind of things that you uses like that, you are able to play an old video game on the native software, on the native console, for example the Switch, which you are able to play NES, Super NES, Game Boy, and whatever
Yeah.
through its own app on the system. That's technically emulation.
Okay.
Same thing with some of the Xbox games. If you play them via certain apps on the Xbox or the PlayStation, those are technically emulations of where you are legally playing old games because you're using the softwares that they're providing you.
Okay.
But if you're downloading off Jim Bob's website, that's illegal.
Praise to him, Jim Bob. Sorry.
Yeah.
Robin Williams just crashed into my head
Yeah.
there.
But yeah, so basically, if you are using software that you have not copied yourself from your own game cartridges, unfortunately, that is technically illegal.
Understood.
Alrighty, well, my cleanup is done.
Are you going on to varnish?
Basing?
Yeah, okay.
That way, when you varnish, everything is going to be...
As long as you apply the plants after the varnish.
Yes.
Okay.
So now to get these off all the bases. Well, not the bases, but the holders. Woo-hoo. I forgot these had a little spike under them. Oops. But yeah, so basically, to go back to that Italian guy, the police basically seized all of the stuff that he had, including his, I believe, phone and laptop, which they handed it back to him like maybe a month or so later. And he's also looking into a GoFundMe to pay for a lawyer.
Because no fucking duh.
Yep. Well, all the best to that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, can't wait to see what they're gonna look like under a black light.
Yeah, because of all the fluorescence.
Yep.
Okay, I am developing the shakes. So I'm gonna need more food and some.
Yeah, it is 3 p.m. So that would make sense that you are getting hungry.
need something to eat. Be right back.
Alrighty. Oh, you got some messages there. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go read them for you. I'll eat. Lena Carter 999. So she's stating, "Hey, are you? My headphones aren't working, so I can't hear you. Can you reply in chat?" She can't hear us, so. Oh. Yes. Have you watched the video I sent about how Worf always loses fights?
Yep.
Which
So it's the same mentality that they use Angron for in 40k lore. He is a creature that you 100% know is massively powerful. So they use beating him as a unit of measure to show you how much more powerful the person who just beat him is.
Yeah.
Problem is, unlike Angron, who tends to lose to like chapter legends or overwhelming onslaughts, Worf loses one-on-one a lot.
Yep.
And not necessarily to superior opponents.
No. A lot of them would be considered weaker species, technically.
Well, let's be real here. Every species, except for possibly the Cardassians, are weaker species than the Klingons.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like seeing that video and just like the whole supercut of all the times Worf lost on a one-on-one fight in hand-to-hand combat.
It's like maybe he's not the juggernaut you guys have been advertising.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what this microsol does. I know the idea behind microsol is that it is a solvent,
Yeah.
but not an overly powerful one.
Okay, so that's done.
Are you done?
No, I'm gonna do the basing.
Today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 3v11, so still got some time.
Fair enough.
Varnish is probably gonna be done off camera, but like basing, I can do that now.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna need glue and for the base.
Oh, you mean PVA glue?
Yeah.
I got some over here somewhere.
Third drawer.
No, it should be on the ground, like beside it. Or on the chair.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. You know I had some out there.
So now we just put that in the bowl and then paint. Yeah, so in the bowl, some water, then paint it onto the base. Let's get some water in here. Yeah, that's gonna take too much time. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Mix the glue. Mix the glue. You got the dirt nearby?
Shoot, I haven't peed that in forever. Right there.
Oh, I see it. The top one there?
Mm-hmm. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Mix that food.
The other ones.
Oh no no no! Look, the round black one.
Yes?
No.
Oh. Good.
Underneath. There you go.
Here I thought you had a cover over it. Silly me. And then you have an expired McDonald's coupon.
Oh well. Milk, milk, milk. Milk, milk, milk. Milk that decaf. Milk that decaf.
There we go.
Looks like I'm gonna have to paint a white line there. It's a knee decal. Kinda join the U into an omega symbol. Sorry, into an O symbol. The U is the omega symbol. Is he? Is it? Or is it just a U? Could just be a U. Alright. Those actually all look really good except for the Iron Fist ones, which I kind of want to redo. That might happen off camera. Then again, I might have just fixed it. No, you can still tell the fold is there. Oh well. Oh! I know what I forgot. I keep on forgetting to do. Where's my red? I don't know when that new kill team box will come out,
Okay.
but when it does, I'll let you know because I really want it.
Yeah, no worries. Besides, I still have my 3. I got the next project already lined up,
Fair enough.
and we also still need to finish that terrain.
Yeah.
But do we though?
Kind of. I mean, if we ever plan on going beyond painting and actually playing the game, it might be an idea.
Yeah. But yeah, so the 3 suit team that I got months ago.
Oh, right. Yeah. I remember. Where's my psycho?
Or what?
Psycho. Oh god, I'm gonna have to touch up those eyes. Not as much as I'd think, though.
Yeah, so we've also, well, I've already told you that we were rewatching the Office.
Yeah.
So we finally got back up to season 7,
Okay.
which is the season where Michael leaves.
Yeah, I couldn't get past that.
Yeah. And yeah, so right now we're towards right before he leaves, where we already where we're meeting the Will Ferrell character, D'Angelo or something.
Yeah.
Oof. One thing's for sure, Will Ferrell knows how to play a fucking asshole.
Uh-huh. Thankfully, his character doesn't last very long,
Yep.
but the damage that he did made me lose entire interest on the show. If I'm being honest, I couldn't go. It's not the same show without Scott.
No.
It's just not. Michael Scott was The Office.
Yep.
I know he wasn't the main character, but and here's my other issue with The Office, especially after Michael leaves. The Office is a show about terrible people doing terrible things most of the time. And Michael Scott, while admittedly a terrible person, was also just about the only character trying to self-improve.
Well, he was a terrible person, but not by choice, though.
Clueless is a better word.
Yeah.
And he learned, and he became a better person.
Yeah.
And he was the only person on the show to do so.
Well, technically, Andy did try to get better after his rage in the early seasons.
Yeah, okay. But, like, how Andy treats Dwight, I'm sorry, like, that's the office bully right there. And he's supposed to be the hero of the show? Now, again, not saying Dwight is perfect or beyond blame either.
Yeah.
But, like,
But
come on.
Andy wasn't being the hero of the show.
He was the main character.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Andy, no.
Who am I thinking of?
You're probably thinking of Jim.
Yes, sorry. My apologies. Which one's Andy again?
The guy that sings a cappella, and he came in a season or two later because he was from the other branch.
The dude that used to be on The Daily Show?
Don't know. Yeah, his whole shtick was being from Cornell at the beginning. Then had a potential love interest with the new receptionist when Pam.
Okay, yeah. Andy's just about, like, you know how every show has that one normal person that's basically like, can you believe these people? I think that was Andy, more or less. He was the one dating the Indian chick, right? Which was the new receptionist?
No, she wasn't Indian. She was white.
Okay, so yeah, I haven't watched it in so long that I'm confusing the characters now.
Because the Indian chick, Kelly, her character name, dated the intern Ryan.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking Andy and Ryan. Okay, so yeah, Andy is the guy that I was thinking of then.
And
Actor used to be on the Daily Show.
yeah, okay, yeah, but Ryan was played by, funny enough, the director of the no, not director, producer of the show. One of the producers of the show.
Okay.
And he was dating on and off the Indian chick. And he was not the guy that was like, what the well, in the first few episodes, yes, but then he started going into corporate.
Yeah, and
And
eventually becomes like the manager of the branch, and he's like, I don't fucking want this job.
No, he didn't. He never became manager of the branch.
Fuck. Then I really need to rewatch the show then.
Yeah,
In years.
yeah. You know, because he got fired from corporate because of all the shady shit he was doing.
That I remember.
Yeah.
And then they somehow still managed to re-employ him, which I
Because Michael was was like weirdly attracted to him. Like not in a gay sense, like, but like it was just like really weird, like trying to like connect, like I guess big brother, little brother kind of situation.
yeah, because Michael thought he could turn the kid into the next manager.
Yeah.
Even though he was absolutely not interested in the job. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to remember a bit. Alright. So I just painted all the eyes and now I gotta fix around the eyes. I fucked up a little bit.
So my wife is gonna have a surgery in August.
Yeah, I heard for her eye.
Yeah. Because
An infection that just won't go away.
yeah, so basically a month or two ago, we thought it was pink eye that got infected.
Yep.
No, it wasn't pink eye. It was something entirely different. But the specialists that she saw go like, yeah, seeing that picture, I can understand why they thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was gonna get that operation done in August.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
And I'm using that term sarcastically.
Yeah, so she's gonna be off work for about a week or so.
Well, yeah, she's getting eye surgery.
It depends on surgery type. So some surgeries around the eyes you can go back the next day kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, like that one, they're like really going into her sinuses kind of situation.
Yeah, didn't he mention? He was stunned when he heard about it. He's like,
Yep.
this kind of fucked up.
Yep. Yeah, the weird shit people go through. Like my uncle who died of nose cancer. It's on there. Probably got a little bit of a color on it, or maybe I should leave it like that. I don't know.
I always put a little bit of color on it.
Yeah, it's gonna cover up the little bit of white that we see through. Okay. Need some black, and then do that. But first, I will. Oh, there's the soap. Wash, wash, wash.
Man, I can barely do helmet eyes. You expect me to do this shit on faces? The fuck?
Let that dry. Okay, so put these back into your drawer. Make them in more. Those look good on the ground.
Yeah. Although I'd actually just use some, because you've got the earth there, I'd just use some Agrax earth shit on top of it.
Okay. I'm trying to do. A shade. Morning earth.
Nope. Agrax. It's the brown one. I mean, Agrax is usually what I use. It's in one of the bigger bottles. Yep, that's it.
Oh, that's seraphim.
Oh shit, no. Fuck off, bud.
Oh, there it is.
Alright, there you go.
Right next to it.
I think my dog wants
Attention.
a walk. Yeah, let's go. Let's go for a quick walk, buddy. Oh no, he's hungry. Feeding time. Every empty bowl with some room for more food.
Apparently, some people are angry about the casting for The Legend of Zelda live action.
Who did they choose?
I don't really know the actress itself that they chose.
Okay, so people are mad at the female actress.
Yeah.
Alright, stop. Don't even need to know anymore. That's just regular fucking hate. I'm sorry, like, I get some of the hate behind some castings, like, for example, Snow White deserves that hate. Not, the girl didn't deserve any hate. It's not her fault she was casted. Disney deserved a lot of fucking backlash for it.
Yeah.
But I have found that the more you look into who gets complained about and shit, most of the time it's women, and most of the time it's entirely unwarranted. Because, like, let's take WWE for example.
Yeah.
Last week, Wrestling Observer or some site like that, I forget which exact one, I'm really not sure, but they used AI to compile over 40,000 comments directed at wrestlers on their website and on their social media feeds.
Okay.
And found that out of the 20 wrestlers that were most complained about, 16 were women. Now, I'm sorry, but the 16 worst wrestlers out there aren't women. Especially if you looked at the list, it's like, of those that were being complained about, you literally have some of the top talent in the industry regardless of gender. It painted a very clear picture that people just like to complain about women. And it's usually, I'm sorry, but it is the, like, dumbass insult crowd that's doing the majority of that.
Yeah.
But no, we shouldn't be giving that crowd too much power. But at the same time, if they're going to be that prevalent and that fucking vocal, we also need to start calling them out on that shit.
Yeah. But except the issue isn't that they're complaining about who they chose.
Okay.
It's about who they did not choose.
Okay.
So, quite a few months ago, there were people that made a fan casting because when the movie was announced.
Oh my god, the fan casting didn't get casted?
Yeah, and
that's fans needing to get over themselves again. I'm sorry.
but the issue is that the fan casted person was a trans person, Hunter Schafer, which
Okay.
I don't remember what she played in, to be fair.
But they're so people are now disappointed that a trans actor wasn't picked to play Zelda?
Yep.
You know what? This backlash is on the entire opposite end of the spectrum that I was expecting. I've got to say that. Like,
Yeah.
this is... I'm not sure how to react to this one. Because, like, my kid is part of that community. But at the same time, there's multiple reasons why you would not pick somebody of that community to fucking play Zelda.
Yeah. Well, if you look her up, like I can see why with some of the pictures, but at the same time, it's like the hill to die on sometimes is just ridiculous.
No, on that I agree. Like, there's plenty of hills to die on. That doesn't seem to be one of them. Although, if it would have been a good casting, it's like, if they did that casting, like if they did cast that person, then you would have gotten backlash from the other side. Like,
Yeah.
that's the type of casting that unless you are absolutely certain that they're going to nail the role and shut everybody up, you don't attract those issues.
Exactly.
And it's unfortunate to say. I wish again, as the father of a trans person, I wish we weren't in a society that dictated that. But the reality of it is we are. Whether you want to admit it or not, we're there.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be. But every once in a while, you gotta acknowledge reality.
Yep.
And then you gotta also understand why certain companies pick things that way in order to avoid any type of negative publicity.
And the funniest part of all is, like, the only people who are upset is Western audience.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
Because the Eastern audience does not give a shit about this stuff.
Exactly. Because remember, Squid Games season 2 and 3 did.
I haven't watched season 3 yet. Spoilers.
Well, I'm just talking about one of the actors.
Yeah, I know that there's a trans person in season 2.
Yeah.
That becomes one of the main characters.
Yeah. But that person, like the actor, isn't trans.
It's just a dude.
It's just a dude.
Okay.
Playing a trans person, which.
And it caused backlash because you could have picked a trans person to play the trans character. And that's where I'm always going to counter that with, listen, if you limit gay LGBTQ roles to people that are of the LGBTQ community, you're not actually limiting them to LGBTQ community. What you're doing is you're limiting them to out people.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's plenty of members of the acting community that are gay that aren't out publicly. Should they not be allowed to be considered for those roles just because they're not out yet? Pick the best person for the job. Period.
Yeah. But not just that. We're talking about the country of origin of Squid Games is South Korea. There's not a lot of trans actors in South Korea.
No, there's not. And South Korea is not exactly known to be a bastion of acceptance for that community. They do better than the average Asian community. Yeah. I will give them that.
Yeah.
But they're, like, if you're going to put them on levels, if Thailand is a land that accepts them open-heartedly, they're not on that level.
Yeah.
They're better than Japan, they're better than China, they're not on the Western level of acceptance.
Yep.
They're just not. There's room to grow. And the thing is, their society is living that growth as we speak.
Yep.
But the growth, again, speaking as a parent of a trans child, the growth needs to be organic. If it's pushed upon the people, they will fight back, and it will take you that much longer to actually be accepted.
Yep.
But you do need to push. You're never not going to need to push. Just learn when and where. That's the tricky part, is figuring out when and where to push. And that is a very tricky part.
Yep.
There's no getting around that. And more often than not, you're going to make some mistakes along the way as part of the learning experience. And that's okay, too. Just, the type of mistakes you're hoping to make aren't the ones that's going to send back your community for 50 years.
Yep.
Like electing a certain orange man. I mean,
Well, there's not just him. There's also people who are in the community that are not helping.
yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah. But yeah, the two actors that they chose for Link and Zelda are on the youngish side, or look
Which-
youngish, which
It should be.
yeah.
I mean, Zelda's supposed to be like what, 12?
Well, it depends on the game.
12 to 16, depending on the game. She's supposed to be a teenager.
Yeah.
At the start of the game, sometimes they go into adulthood. But,
Yeah.
like, you get my point.
Yeah, because basically, if you look at Ocarina of Time, they start out the first half of the game,
You're like 8.
yeah, and then you get sent 7 years forward in time.
And you're like 15.
Yeah,
And frankly, 7 years wasn't enough of a time jump. Like, don't get me wrong, Ocarina, favorite Zelda game of all time.
but
The time jump should have been like 15 or 20 years.
yeah, but they just never technically specified the age
Yeah.
that you start off at.
The implementation is that before the time jump you are preteen, and in the after the time jump you are in your teens. That is the assumption.
Well, they call him Adult Link.
Okay.
So, like, because if you look at the official timelines, they do clearly state the Adult Link timeline. Not the Teen Link, the Adult Link.
Okay, then maybe I'm dead wrong. It's been known to happen.
Yeah.
I usually own up to it.
But again, we're talking about Nintendo, who's never been really consistent.
Yes. And with reason. Like, honestly, some things are best left up to interpretation or whatnot. And, like, at the end of the day, does Link's age actually matter in any of the games?
Not really.
So there's no problem then. Like, that's basically what I'm saying we're at.
Yeah. But that's again, like, all 90% of Zelda games are not even this. It's not even the same Link and Zelda.
Oh no, exactly. I know that.
Yeah.
It's a reincarnation in time.
Yeah. Like, the only ones that are technically sequels is the original Zelda and Zelda 2. And Link's Awakening on Game Boy Advance and whatnot. Which also came out on as a remake on Switch a few years ago.
Yep.
Which, those three are technically all the same Link. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they're the same Link, but Child Link.
Yeah, because Majora's Mask is the first spin-off on the Child Link
Yep.
branch.
Yep.
Where's my Corvus? Corvus Black, where are you?
There we go. The shade has been applied to the earth. Gotta let it dry a little bit. And then add the black onto the rim of the base.
It hit Remy.
Yep. Everyone loves a good rim job.
mean, not really.
What, you don't like to have your rims black?
There is no positive way to answer that question.
Do-do-do-do-do.
No, I said positive. I meant there's no good way to answer that question.
So damned if you do, damned if you don't answer.
I mean, fuck it. I'll answer. I don't get the preoccupation with anal. I don't.
I wasn't talking about anal, but okay.
Well, rim job. You were talking about rimming.
I was talking about rimming the bases.
Okay.
Okay. Is that black you're using the black I need for the bases?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yep.
Actually, this way. I'm gonna do it first, so I can give it to you. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That could have probably been nice, a bit better.
That's what she said. And boom.
Sorry, pain in the eye.
Yeah, no worries. Careful, the black's still wet.
Oh shit. Oh shit. You know what? Take it back. I just smudged it. Sorry. Watch the top. You might want to clean it. I think I just put a small smudge on the top.
Yep.
Sorry. You told me it was still wet after I had it in my hand already.
Yeah, because I didn't see you pick it up. No
My
worries.
bad.
No worries.
My bad. Sorry. gonna need that black back now. Real quick.
It's still open, by the way.
There we go.
Yeah, a little bit of red can be put on there.
Oh no, that was not thick enough.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Sigh. There we go.
There, you can look at this base without touching the black.
Not bad. I like how the Agrax kind of brings together the
Brings the earth together.
yeah.
Yeah, so next week I'm probably gonna start doing some of the terrain if you're still not done your guys. Or continue the terrain, I should say.
Yeah, because I got the feeling I've still got one or two more painting sessions to finish these guys. And that's not even counting the bases. Which, you know me, I like to go extra on basing.
Because it's all about the base, all the base.
All trouble. Alright. I've got to admit, the Microsol
Yeah.
did a fantastic job. Now that it's actually dry, I'm not seeing any wrinkles on any of the shoulders.
There
which
you
is
go.
Really nice. I was expecting to do like the red and white and skeleton Inquisition logo on the shoulder pauldrons of the Death Watch.
Okay.
Apparently, that's not it. I just looked it up, and Canon, the Inquisition logo on their shoulder
Mm-hmm.
is gold.
Interesting.
I'm guessing it's not actually gold. I'm guessing it's done with the same material that the Emperor's armor and the Army Custodes are, which shines as gold in its natural color, but it is not gold.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that same material is used for all of the shoulder pauldrons of the Terminator armors. So I'm guessing that's the exact same thing that is happening on here. Is the special emblem on your shoulder pauldron is made out of that material, just as a great big show of, I want to say support, but like that's not the right word. Show of importance. There you go. That they're going to spend, like, this unit is so important that we're going to spend a few pounds of the most valuable armor material in the galaxy just to use as a display piece on their armor. If that makes sense. It makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. And boom, all those bases are done. So, I'm gonna need my red real quick, a little bit. Just
That actually looks pretty fucking sick.
yeah, that's nice. So I'll get my critical red and just put in a little bit.
And now that the micro sol has dried, let's put on some storm cloak on top of that. Sorry, storm shields. Storm cloaks is Skyrim.
Okay. Well, on that note, I am done for today.
Yeah, I'm finishing up this storm shield here, and I'm done as well.
Alrighty. So, yeah. So off screen, what's gonna happen, folks, on my end is these guys will be varnished, and yeah. And next time we're on, I'll be doing some of the field components.
While I keep on working on this photo scheme
Yep.
and on my Astra Damnatorum army.
Which is coming pretty nice along from what I'm seeing on stream.
Yeah, I'm going to. So yesterday I did the flames on the Scion Command Squad.
Yep.
Today I'm going to try them on the Scions themselves. And then I'm going to do a paint trial. In fact, I might just go ahead and paint the Command Squad and just do the paint trial with them. And if that works out as desired, then I'll bring it on to the entirety of the army.
Yep. And from what I'm seeing, you use these body pieces are made out of resin.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
So what I did there is like the Scion sprues come that you can either make the Scions or the Scion Command Squad, but if you can double up the bodies and find a few extra backpacks, instead of doing one or the other, you can do both.
There you
So
go.
That's what I did.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, on that note, folks, on my end, I am going offline. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next time.
Same thing. I am done. Thanks for joining. Have
Bye.
yourself a great day, y'all.